Yo bro, it's finally time for me to talk about one of the Hunter x Hunter deviants and his very delinquent actions. Well, to be honest, not necessarily delinquent, because if this man gets locked up, he's going to big boy jail. Although knowing his background, he'd probably prefer to be in the same cell with the Goons and the Kaluas of the world. Goddamn weirdo. Today I'm going to be talking about an absolute predator in all senses of the word. The devil disguised as a clown, Hisoka Morow. Hisoka to me is a combination of the word psychotic, clever, and random, which really is just me scratching the surface of his character, but we'll go with those three words for now. I mean, just look at this nigga's pose. This pose just screams random nigga looking for attention. That aside, this man is demented and disturbed on so many levels. Someone you should avoid at all costs if possible, especially if you're someone not of age, someone that's 12 years old. I'm just saying, because we know this man's ways. The very first moment we saw this nigga, he cut off someone's arm and disguised it as a magic trick. Huh? You know what that guy did to deserve that? He bumped into him. I'm not gonna lie, shit like that gets me tight too, but I'm not about to make a nigga handicapped over it. I'm gonna be like, damn, nigga, say excuse me. And if he come back talking tough, we can get the one-ons. But homies jumped straight to the highest level of violence and started acting like he was the Riddler or something. Like this was all part of his mystery and we don't know what happened. Like, no, nigga, you did that. From Jump Street, we clearly see he's a little off, but trust me, he gets crazier. Come to find out, this is his second attempt at the Hunter exam to get his Hunter's license. Why is this his second attempt? Because during his first attempt, he killed one of the instructors. Nigga's job was to make sure you succeed and you get better, and you smurdered him. Yeah, brief intermission. He didn't actually kill that nigga. Yet. But then I'm like, wait a minute, why does such a killer want a license in the first place? Oh wait, maybe it's because licensed hunters can kill people without being arrested? What the fuck? And y'all allow this? Who made these rules, bruh? This man wanted his hunter license just so he could beat people to death with no repercussions. This is a dangerous individual. He's a fiend that walks around and views every individual as a toy that he just hasn't played with yet. Doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, dog, cat, human, or alien. Yes, Chimera Ants, I'm looking at y'all. He would have had a field day. He would have been in heaven during that arc. Unless he came face to face with the king. Then he would have really been in heaven that arc. But that's besides the point. The point is that he doesn't discriminate. He's so much in tune with his demonic energy that he has a built-in power level scouter. This man took notes from Dragon Ball. Homie just walks around like, this nigga's weak. This nigga's trash. He's a 79. Up 95. Swing. We have a winner. And just forces niggas to box him like they're in Pokemon battles. And hell, if you're worth his time, this nigga doesn't just threaten to beat up kids. This nigga will actively beat kids' asses like they stole something. If you got fists and you have potential, you better know how to throw them bitches, or else you're gonna have a rough day that day you meet him. Nigga came close to killing Gon like 3 times, but held his own horniness back because of the word potential. The first time they fought, he almost choked Gon to death and started getting mad moist, only letting him go when he started to lose consciousness.
Please let me go, Mr. Bunny.
Looking like a double-wide surprise. God damn.
The second time was in the middle of the exam after Gon snatched his tag. And don't worry, we're going to talk about what led up to that point as well. But he punched the shit out that little nigga when he wouldn't accept the tag back. Gon was like, here, take this shit. I don't need it. I don't need no handouts from your clown ass. And then out of nowhere, all you just heard was, Minka! He cracked bro straight in his face piece. And you know he already could barely move. I'm pretty sure he made homie's cheek ripple. That shit was crazy. Then he said,
I'll take it back when you could punch me like that.
Straight up sunned homie. Yeah, I see why bro was hiding in trees and crying all day. I'd feel disrespected as well. But that brings us to the third time he held himself back, where Gon actually got his get back. They were in the Heavens Arena, where all Gon wanted to do was return the favor and punch this man in his temple. And no, we're not going to talk about the fact that he answered Gon's phone call ass naked in front of a window, because that's completely besides the point. But their match had started, and respectfully, Hisoka was giving Gon a bad case of the beats. Gon was stronger than he was before, but clearly not on Clown Coon's level. Hisoka gave him all types of body blows. Just look! Bro indented his nose with his elbow. I'm pretty sure y'all see what's going down. So Gon started to use his head and finesse his fist upon Sir Hisoka's face, Minka, by using the stage. He landed the punch, Hisoka showed him some respect, he took the badge back, and they continued the fight. So what happens next? Well, isn't it obvious? Hisoka continues to give his 12-year-old a bad case of the beats. using sticky stuff. We're gonna speed past that. I made it sound a lot worse than it was, but he was using sticky stuff. Properties of rubber and gun. Let's move along. This leaves Gon with only one option of attack now that Hisoka limited his movements. Gon went straight after him, which activated his inner swing. How do I say it without being overly complicated? Bro started getting bricked up in the middle of the ring. All of a sudden, this fight went from rated E for everyone to rated S for swing. I don't know what happened. He forced himself to take every punch Gon through because he envisioned Gon becoming much stronger in the future, so he couldn't crush him at this very moment. And let's be honest, the masochist in him was enjoying this beatdown a little too much. I don't know, something about kids and booty shorts and Hisoka that just don't mix properly. I don't know. This nigga has problems. But that isn't the wildest part about Hisoka. The craziest part about Hisoka is his immense bloodlust. On a normal day, Hisoka actually has the personality of a whimsical clown. A trickster that feeds off of deceiving people. A little twisted in nature, and also a little perverted. Okay, scratch that, a lot perverted, but still whimsical. But when he hasn't done battle with someone or killed someone for a certain amount of time, it's like the devil himself takes over his body. During the Hunter exam, he ran into Kurapika and Leorio, and they played it smart because clearly Hisoka was out of their league. So they sacrificed their tag and went along with their day, even though they could have used it to pass the test. After they took off, this man got all hot and bothered talking about,
"They got me all tingly. I must quell it."
"Well, what? Bro, put your stiffy away, homie." No one needed to hear that. I mean, this is crazy. Imagine Orochimaru's creepy personality combined with Kenpachi's thirst for battle. That's an insane mixture, and that's literally him. After they left, this man stood in the middle of the woods like an NPC until he somewhat calmed himself down. But as soon as someone entered his vicinity as he was walking, he turned into a goddamn maniac. It's like how you're not you without a Snickers bar. Without death, he's not him. Cut my man's down with playing cards. About as sharp as one of Zoro's 3 swords. But after he cut the homie down with the ace of spades, he just went back to normal as if he just fed his inner demons. It's something twisted going on in this man's mind. And then he proceeded to kill the only dark-skinned person in the exam. I just know Zoro and Frieza are blushing right now somewhere. And Hisoka never sides with anyone, honestly. He just goes wherever the entertainment is at. Homie joined the Phantom Troop of all groups just so he could get close to Crollo and potentially beat on him. Up until the point Kurapika ended that wet dream and robbed him of his boner. Then he joined forces with the Lumi, but it ultimately came down to,
damn, if I kill Luca, Killua would get pissed, and I can spank him at full power. Then the Lumi will get pissed, and I can spank him at full power. It's a win-win.
That's all this man thinks about. This man is a battle sexual. I mean, at times he'll even protect certain weak individuals to preserve them for when they get stronger. This man is a true predator in Hunter x Hunter, and he actually fits the series extremely well when you think about it. About 97% of this world is this man's prey. I say 97% because this nigga is not exempt from getting his ass whooped. In fact, spoiler alert, I'll give you 10 seconds to skip to the time on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This nigga died, and then brought himself back to life, which is awkward as fuck. But I'll just leave that there where it is. In the comment section down below, let me know what character from Hunter x Hunter or any series of that matter you would like me to talk about next. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all boys. I'm out.